I'm obsessed with military history because the history on it is better than the History Channel. In that, war often teaches us some horrible lessons. And I was watching one the other night on the prelude to World War II, especially the rise of Mussolini. And I noted that when Benito Mussolini, the dictator of Italy, came to power, he was a former journalist, incidentally, a World War I aviator and a journalist. And he was a fascist who said that the democracy of Italy was too weak to conduct the business of the state. And he put together a right-wing party, the fascist party, and he became the leader of Italy. Amongst the first things that Mussolini did were public works projects on the order of Barack Obama. Huge public works projects. Bridges to nowhere, roads to nowhere, filling in swamps to nowhere. But they were immensely popular because they put people back to work. This model of massive public works projects was so popular that it was then adopted by Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who created similar programs in America, and also by Adolf Hitler, who copied Mussolini with his projects in Germany, again to the popularity of the public who liked the public works projects. The difference between Mussolini and Obama, the differences are many, because while Mussolini was building roads to nowhere, bridges to nowhere, subways to nowhere, he was also building the Italian Navy. In fact, the Italian Navy at the outset of World War II was larger than that of Germany and of England put together, believe it or not. I didn't know that. The Italians had some big navy, but he was into the massive buildup of the Italian military, the Air Force as well. Obama, on the contrary, is while he's building roads to nowhere, is destroying the military, decimating the military, destroying the military at every turn. It's unbelievable to me how inverted this man is in almost every regard. But you see, there's one thing you don't know about Barack Obama that you should know, which is that he is true to his cause. He is true to his calling. He is following the script that was clearly laid out for him from the outset of his political career. He is not untrue to his call and his calling. Now, you may say that sounds odd. No, his calling is to weaken America in any way he can and to strengthen the enemies of America in any way he can. How else do you explain, they're calling the rise of the Islamist regimes across the Arab landscape as an Arab Spring to this day, when everyone knows that the despotisms that are arising are far worse than those that left? How do you explain that the Islamists who have introduced Sharia law in Egypt, or about to introduce it in its totality, who are far worse to the average Egyptian, especially to the Coptic Christians, far worse than Mubarak, why is it that Obama is cheering the Islamists everywhere across the Arab landscape? It leads you to ask yourself which side he's on and whether he's not playing for the opposing team. It leads serious men to stay up late at night asking themselves, have we in fact been invaded and have the enemies taken over this country? Knowingly or unknowingly, there's no answer to that question. It's very hard to explain certain things, including why the government is buying hundreds of millions of rounds of hollow point ammunition, why the FBI was sicked upon Republican lawmakers on a trip to Israel. You see, there are many questions that trouble men in the middle of the night, free-thinking men like myself.